but we like just this. I'm like, because me, I was not really interested in this, but it was coming to my F5. I'm like, what is happening in this particular thing, you know? And then I'm seeing New Adejo because I'm like, this particular man is someone that I really love his song, you know. Yeah, so let me just go do a quick rundown of what, because it was a very, very lengthy write-up from New Adejo. He also posted receipts. He said that, you know, it all happened in a particular year. Let me quickly check that one out, and then, you know, we can talk. He said that it started, you know, some 2025. He said it all started in one evening in 2025 while I was praying. In a flash, I saw Alicia looking sad. I only helped Alicia to show her a woman that feels her, to show her one man can feel her, and, you know, good men still exist. You know, my wife was aware of everything, and I will not stand by and, you know, see that a man beats his wife. You know, he said that he tried to, you know, mend things. When the wife started staying with the neighbor, you know, he said that at some point he had to intervene and, you know, rented an Airbnb, sorry, that's what it's called, for her for a month. You know, he said one time in church, you know, he said that when he even saw that flash, he reached out to her immediately, that alpha, I saw this and that, and then she blocked him. Then later on, he said that, you know, she was telling him that, you know, this and that has been happening in their marriage, and he said that, you know, he was concerned, and he sent her 500,000 naira, and from then he has been taking care of her and her son, you know. But then his wife was always involved in anything, you know. Even the Airbnb that I got for her, he went there only twice. That was the first day he gave her the apartment, and second time was when he was about to leave Nigeria to make sure that she was in good condition before he left the country. So he said, you know, the selfie part, because the chat that the photographer guy posted showed that he was requesting for a selfie. So he was trying to like debunk that particular allegation and saying that, you know, he wanted to just make sure that she was fine. You know, she went to do her hair and stuff like that, so I wanted to make sure she was fine, and that was why I asked for the selfie thing. You know, he was saying that it's very, very bad of the man, you know, to think about it like that. You know, it was a very, very lengthy situation. Basically, you know, it's alleging that, you know, New Adejo was involved in a flirtatious act with his wife, and, you know, maybe all what he was doing was because of he wanted advances, and people have been talking about it. Even OAP.soon came out to say, oh, you know, it's nonsense, something like that. He didn't say nonsense, but was insinuating that, you know. I mean, I don't know what to say, because when I saw that chat of, no, I initially for what saw New Adejo's reply. So what is happening? So I had to go and look for what David Martin said before New Adejo, you know, came out with all of that. So when I was going through the chat he posted, that particular part where he said, my wife, no, she was like, I don't know how your wife would see it if I'm sending you a selfie. Then he was like, she's not going to go through my chat or something like that. I don't know what to say, but this person is a gospel singer, so I don't know. Maybe it's just misunderstanding, because he came out and he posted something too. It was like, you know, the wife was recording him. That's the photographer's wife, the person that's trying to help, that she recorded him trying to make, you know, some things correct with her. You know, he was just trying to be helpful, and she was recording him and using that as against, you know, him, because he's married and he's not going to allow anyone. But then honestly, I feel relationship issue is draining. We've been seeing a lot of patterns recently. Also, Sheikh Zambella came out with their own, you know, that one was originated from the fact where Bella's sister went on Sheikh's comment session. You know, I think some months back was Bella's birthday, you know, and then the sister went to that particular post and said she take down the picture, and that was where people started seeing the attention from. And then, you know, from then we've been seeing different things. Oh, Sheikhs beat Bella, oh, Bella beat Sheikhs, oh, this and that and this and this, he borrowed 11 million naira. And people would always say, must you always come on social media to be watching people dead till outside and, you know, stuff like that? I don't know, it's a repeated pattern. I just even saw another one of, I don't know the person, they said it's Ugo, ex Mr. Nigeria or something like that. You know, he and his wife, or they just married February, or when now they've followed each other. It's so annoying when there's all back and forth with men and women, you know, and it's like a repeated pattern now. We're dealing with David Martins, you know, with this allegation from New Adejo, and it's looking like a deja vu from Frank Edowu and Chike's situation, and then, you know, this and that. I don't know. I'm talking about women and men. I saw a particular video also of KG Giwa, this particular businessman. You know, he was like, it was a very lengthy video. I think I'll play the video for you so they can get from Justice's mouth. You know, it was a very lengthy video talking about, I think the person is his baby mama or something. You know, I don't know why men and women always have issues. You know, it's always funny because you and this person have had like good time. Well, it's just how life goes. 1 minute, you know, you and this particular person, you guys are cool, and the next something comes up. Let me see if I can quickly get the video of KG Giwa and, you know, play it for you so you can hear what he has to say about his own situation. Was, you know, he said that I think he and his wife, or should I call him partner, let me just say partner, I don't know if they're married, he and his partner have some issues, and then it got to the issue of, you know, having full access or not having access to the children or the child they had together. And let me see if I can quickly get that one for you.
Someone sent this to me, and it hit home hard. It hit home real hard, and I haven't seen my daughter in 5 months. And anyone that knows me, knows my daughter, knows how close I am, and how much I love her, and how much what I would do for her, would know that that would break any man. A lot of people don't understand that we men, we do cry, we just don't know how to show it, and we do break, you know. And I think the worst thing is when someone understands that you love that child so much and they turn that child into a weapon against you. I think that's I've almost lost my freedom. I've almost ended up in jail, and all because one person wanted to extort me and realized that the love for my child is so much that I would do anything for that child, and I had to just put my foot down, because if not, my life would be wrecked. And despite the pain, despite the fact that I have had many sleepless nights, despite the fact that I've had to go on holiday with my friends, with their families, and my own child is not with me, it's been a lot. But I've come to the realization, and I thank God for family, thank God for friends, thank God for being brought up in an environment that is stable, and being brought up in an environment where you are among other people that come from stable homes. They become your rock, they become your very solid foundation. So when you break, they're there to pick up the pieces, which is good. And I would normally not do this. It's not something I would do. But I'm not going to, you know. So someone said this to me, and I don't know. I just had to read it, and I think this is serious advice for anybody out there. If you're a man, you're a young man, yeah, I take God beg you, don't be a baby daddy. See, they say that marrying the wrong wife can finish you off. I totally agree. Having a child for the wrong person can as well, it's just as bad, you know. And if you see, you're better off alone and miserable. But if you can, because all my friends are married, happily married, and I'm very good friends, best friends with their wives, you know, and we're all family. And I see the way they love their wives, I see the way their wives love them, and marriage is a beautiful thing. Don't let anybody tell you any nonsense. The truth of the matter is, most marriages don't work because of character issue. Most marriages don't work because of selfishness. Most marriages don't work because of lack of compromise. And most marriages don't work because they come from seriously bad homes, you know, bad upbringings. No father figure, no mother figure, all that stuff. You know, so let me just read this thing to you. So the best thing is, somebody said this to me, so the best thing in life is not just to be a father. Because KG, I've seen you as a father. You're a father that can provide. You're a loving father. We all know this. And me as a father, if I can't take care of my children, take me out. And that's how I see you, KG. That's why when we look at you, you're smiling, but you're seriously depressed. But you know what? Do you know what is even messed up? Yeah? When you are denied access to your child that you've cared for, protected, and provided for, by a mother who believes that if she can't extort you, then you will not do for your child. KG, you need to stop blaming yourself. Check properly. I guarantee you. These kind of women, when you're chicken pigeon, now they are papa cop, no be you. You start to play with generational curses of one irresponsible father that has now taught the mother or the child, which is not mother, how to be mommy and daddy, thinking is a flex, and only see fathers as a placeholder to be extorted. That kind of, I don't pray for you, but it seems that is where you are now. These women miss the blessings of a father, protector, provider, not having a father in their life to show them what a man is supposed to do, just to collect pennies, overlooking larger empires and generational wealth and blessings for the children built by a stable home. That's why most wealthy people come from stable backgrounds. Fear them, KG, run. You've done your best. Now go and start your family. That child will come look for you when you are in your own stable home with your own wife and you have built an empire. The child is your blood. She'll come look for you. But don't put yourself over this one. You have to walk away. You have to abandon that child now. I've been hearing this. Everyone's been telling me this. Walk away, walk away, walk away. I can't know the child. Don't worry. When she grows up, she's going to look for you. When she grows up, what's she going to be? If I let go now, when she grows up, without a father for the most important parts of her life, what mess am I going to be picking up? And I always say this, I'm one of those fathers that can leave no child behind. I don't care, I can have 10 children outside. So I can have 10 children in my house and one outside. That one outside, at that point, will be more important than that 10. Almost like the prodigal child has returned home. And that's how I am. And so, but the truth of the matter is that if I don't walk away, if I don't move on with my life, start my own family, my own house, I will break. And everything I've worked hard for will come crumbling down. So sometimes you have to walk away out of love. And so, yeah, you see me smiling every day. You see me working hard. You see me hustling. But the truth of the matter is that a man's got to be a man. And sometimes we just break.
So that was the voice of businessman KG Giwa. He said that, having a child with the wrong person, so he even said woman, with the wrong woman, can, destroy you. As a young man, don't ever choose to be a baby daddy. That was what he said. And, he spoke majorly about having access to children. And I will not just say it's about the women, though I know people, like there's the one about was it the band or Dotson? I think the band too might have that issue. I know the OP Dotson to also have that issue, coming out to say, oh, his wife is denying him access to his children. And I will not just say it's just women, it's both gender. I mean, there's a particular person, I'm not going to mention his name, but you know him. He has denied access for the mother, to her 2 sons. She even had to do the son's birthday via proxy. You should know the person is way older than the wife, and he was the one that denied her access, right? So it's both ways. I don't know why the issue about access or no access always comes to place. I feel as a partner, we both have partners, husband and wife, or maybe outside where you guys both gave birth. Except in cases that warrant it, you might say, okay, maybe this person is mentally unstable. There's a case of maybe bipolar disorder, those kind of things. But like maybe nothing happened. You're just denying them access because you both are no longer together. I think it's not even trying to you are making yourself happy, but then your children are the one at stake because they're growing up without a father figure or a mother figure, So I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like even if you break up or whatever thing, or maybe the person cheated on you, well, I'm just worried. I'm just curious. What do you think is that thing that would make a person to say, I'm taking my children from my wife or my ex-wife, I'm taking my children from my ex-husband because I cannot give them access to them? What do you feel like is the most tangible reason for doing that? And I don't know, man-woman issue is draining. It's very, very draining, and I think most of the time is being influential, being a popular person does not even help at all. It does not help at all. Maybe. Let's move to something a little bit lighter. Just a lighter. It's not really light, but sorry for the laughs. But what do you mean by somebody got electrocuted because he was trying to what's the word? He was trying to take. So let me just say how it's like. A man electrocuted while attempting to steal transformer cables in Abuja. This one happened during the weekend. And someone said in the comment section that he died in active service. You guys are very dark. The young man suspected of attempting to steal cables from a transformer was found dead after reportedly being electrocuted along Trademore Road, Lugbe, Abuja in the early hours of Friday. That one happened during the weekend, early hours of Friday. And I I don't know. Talking about trying to steal something that is not for you people. These people that I don't condemn people. I see a particular video, they were practically destroying infrastructure so they can take the man. Oh no, I don't know which kind of. Someone said that, the problem of. I'm not going to be tribalistic because it's not me. I wasn't the one that said it. Someone said, that particular tribe, and the people that do it, that particular tribe that they. If you see them, I don't know if the person recording is part of them because they were seriously carrying bricks and breaking the ground just to remove that particular thing. And I remember someone telling me about, how they came to the house to take things from their, like. I feel they should be looked into. I heard that some streets don't allow them into their vicinity anymore because of how they can get. Why would you want to be destroying infrastructures because of you want to make use of this thing? I think this one happened. Where did it even happen? Self, I'll check if I can see exactly where it happened. But I think it's gonna be somewhere that is not very outside like that because I don't think this one will happen in a very open environment. And yeah, and I was talking about how some people are just, I don't know how some men and some women function. And Tony Tones came out to say something about women. She said that marriage should married women should be allowed to go on girls' trip. Marriage should not take away your independence. And I've heard people say that as married women, there are some limits to some things that you can do. Do you feel like as a married woman, there are some limits to where you can go? Nothing like girls' trip anymore. You should stay with your husband. Generally, I feel like as a married woman, you should still be allowed to flex. I mean, life is already too hard with marriage, parenthood, and everything like that. So a little bit of unwinding can be allowed. So men are very, very so men are very boring. You just want your wife to just be with you, know how to with our girls. I mean, go out. If you're a married woman, except if you're an introvert, but if you like to go out, though there'll be limit to things like maybe should I say how long you stay outside, or I know some married women that go to clubs with their girls. But I heard that, one guy told me one time that as a woman, you should not go to club alone or allow your guy to go to a club alone. That is not nice. Or no, he even said that it's not even nice for you to go to club with your man. Because my friend maybe it's like a love language. I mean, but I don't know. I think it's just to each his own. At the end of the day, I think it's to each his own. Yeah. I think it's to each his own. So that one also was what was. I'm just going to do a quick run through because of our time. I'm left with a few minutes and I'm just trying to rush through what we have that was buzzing during the weekend. And another thing that was also buzzing during the weekend was this particular Olympic legend, Usain Bolt. He said that 14-year-old Olympic star or legend Usain Bolt pops the question to his girlfriend after 13 years of dating. I'm like, 13 years? What happened? Are people twins? And I went to the comment. I was like, they have 2 children together. I was like, okay. But still, someone said that you people did it for 13 years. That was more or less like you are already married. She was crying in the video. And someone was like, why is she crying? Are you meant to be crying after 13 years? What were you expecting? But how will you get someone for 13 years? Well, Ronaldo and his babe just got married, I think last week, in a very, very intimate ceremony. And, I think they've been together for long too. Not even I think, they've been together for long, very, very long time. And they have children together. So it's already, if people are already married low-key, it's not just official. That's just the difference. Because what do you mean by 13 years of dating? That's more or less like people are married. And they have children already together. So, but then the sad thing, not say sad thing, not be a spoiler of good news, but I know someone, I can't remember the exact foreign celebrity. They dated for a very, very long time. They have children together and they got married, and in a few years they divorced. They had issue, and it was like, why was it that way? You guys dated for a very, very long time I can't remember the exact person though. I know a very popular person. They dated for a very long time, very very long time. And when they got married, they had issues. I'll try to remember. Even though I remember, I'm gonna tell you. But yeah, that one happened during the weekend. What was the longest you can date someone for? I'm curious. What's the longest you can date someone for before getting married? Because I mean, Shegs and Bella were having back and forth because she's like, 4 years of my time, bros, what are you doing with me? Are you doing or not? Need me to be going my way. And people were like, she was kind of giving desperate vibes. But she was like, I mean, it's a normal thing. You're with someone for 4 years. I mean, what's expecting? Do you want to get married to me or you don't? Let me to be going back to where I'm coming from. Because 4 years of my time, I feel 4 years. Well, if you both are already independent, you know, you already achieve what you want to achieve, you know that, okay, fine, we are ready to start a family. I feel 4 years is a little bit overstretched. I mean, the both of them seemed like they were financially okay, except for the fact that, you know, I heard now he's owing now over 30 million naira. After that one, he now said they want to come and sue her for 500 million. Shegs. But honestly, when people were talking about Shegs and Bella during the weekend, they were like, she saw the signs, but she ignored, and now she's seeing wonders. Honestly, when they were in the house, that guy was kind of... And the fact that he has had an ex before that came out to talk about how he was abusive in the relationship. I mean, I'm not saying Bella won't have her own. Bella is someone that is kind of hot-tempered, you know. We've seen small things in the house. But it's just like two hot-tempered people cannot work together. But I feel like he himself, his own is too much because of his ex has shown us one of the things that he's doing already. So, but both of them, you know. But what is the longest you can date someone? Because that was the issue. She was like, oh, he wasted that time, 4 years, you know, marriage. You will not say anything about marriage. You're just stalling. Come on, you know, go do okay for this relationship world. It's a lot though. Another thing that was buzzing was this one is for girlies. It said that, you know, US bans a particular chemical in some gels, nail polished over fertility concerns. The particular UK situation, they banned the use of can I pronounce this tryntaiba. Guys, the one particular thing, they said there is always a nail polishes that they'll start banning it from next year, you know. And then those of you that make use of, you know, UV lights for your, you know, acrylics and everything like that, yeah. I would have gone deeper into the discussion, but my time is well overspent, so I'm trying to rush through everything, right? But, you know, a particular thing. So when you are making use of your nail polish and everything like that in the salon, those UV lights, be very wary of whatever thing you're using. And people have said that they would prefer, what's it called? Press-on nails to that. Yeah, so that one was, you know, buzzing during the weekend. And also another thing that was buzzing during the weekend, just like a quick recap, was this particular fire outbreak that happened at Calabar Spa Mall. You know, it was so sad. Someone said that, you know, they opened, like, it's like a mall, right? So she got to the mall like a week before that time, and all I got was, that's like a very, very bad outbreak. Just like everything you push or add any money into just went by in flash like that. Then let me talk about this last one before I call it a day. So we know that, you know, we saw this particular video of this babe. What's her name? Okay, I don't know her name. This Tony babe. So this particular man, what's his name? And he's not the first time this man will do this kind of thing. There was one time a particular woman was fighting with flight attendants or something like that in the airport, and she was almost naked, right? Then the man was like, oh, he wants to give her money. That's the SSA to what's his name, to Delta State Governor. The SSA on media to the Delta State Governor. He was like saying that he wants to, that girl that's called Tony by name, that he wants to give her 500,000 naira cash and an ambassadorial deal and a complimentary VIP trip to the Delta social. This man is not the first time he does this kind of thing. And I saw a particular video of this particular OAP real talking about it, saying that, you know, the man is very, very shameful. Like, I feel like it's audio money just for clout. And yeah, I felt maybe it's just extra. People are coming to come and be saying things for class. Why would they owe SSA to the governor? You people are stressing me mentally in this country. Shall I not go back to my country like this? You people are stressing me mentally, honestly. Another thing that was buzzing during the weekend was this particular Tony Nimeli. So under that one, he officially stepped down as the group chairman of BA. It was effective August 21, 2026, after completing the maximum of 12 years tenure allowed for the position. And people didn't really understand. Even me said I didn't really understand. Like I thought it was one of UBA. So once he stepping down, so when I now discovered that he had a particular share, I think 10% is like a shareholder, but he has the highest share in the company. That's why he was like the group chairman. But then according to CBN, they have a particular guideline, maximum of 12 years is when you can be a group chairman for that particular kind of thing, because UBA is like a public company, though it's not, you might think that it's a private owned, but it's publicly owned, and that's why those guidelines work for them. And and it's not making me to remember why when I'm watching those movies we are seeing someone trying to be group chairman for those shareholders thing. People have different shares in a particular company, doesn't mean that the group chairman is one that owns it fully. He's also like a shareholder, and they all own it together. So he has completed his 12-year tenure and he has stepped down as the group chairman. I think he will take up another role in the company. I don't know how it's done, but yeah. Another thing that was also buzzing during the weekend was this particular Nigerian American Victoria Oluwa Kontomi that was crowned Miss Grand USA 2026 after initially finishing as first runner-up. So she takes over the title after the organizers terminated the reign of the former title holder, Michaela. Victoria will now represent the United States in Miss Grand International 2026. Yeah, there are a lot of things that was buzzing during the weekend, but because of time constraint, I think I will call it a wrap like this, so I can be going back to where I'm coming from. I mean, it's been an amazing time. Just a quick one. Tony Lawani said that bodies in Lagos are all looking the same because of the jawline. I mean, what are you guys doing? You see everybody doing surgery for their face. The jawline is not, and it's not even attractive to me. So I don't even find it cute. I don't know. You people, I don't know for you people. She said that they all look alike now in Lagos, in Lekki especially. And it's the truth. People already look alike. This particular actress, her name starts with C, her surname starts with N. This person was very pretty. She looked like Regina Daniels then, and that was when I was drawn to her. Now she went to go and work on her face. Even now, I'm like, girl, really? But anyways, people should just appreciate your natural self. I mean, the only reason why surgeries can be allowed is if maybe for what's it called, for medical reasons, maybe it's taking a toll on you. But for beauty thingy, I don't think it's worth it. But then it's not my money, right? They'll be like, hello, it's not your money, so you shouldn't have an opinion on that. Fine, I think I should do you. I mean, if I have millions of naira right now, trying to work on what is not lost is like the last thing on my mind. Well, it's not my money, right? Yeah, fine. Just do you, right? All of you should look alike. I don't know. You go to Lekki, I heard that Lekki, all of them, the faces is like this. Guys, it has been an amazing time so far. So time check says it is 2:28 p.m. and it's time for me to wrap up and pack up. I could not run through most of what I want to talk about, but it's fine. I'll be back again next week Monday for another round of Buzz Monday right here on Overt Radio with me, Bookie Daisy. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms. We're on Instagram at Overt News, TikTok, Overt.radio.lagos, and on X at Overt Radio Live. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are there, Overt Radio Live. For sponsorship and advert placements, reach out to us on 0708-723-3165. It has been an amazing time so far. My name is Bookie Daisy. Until next time, from me to you, it is live, love, and laugh. Bye.